All right, welcome back to Day Trade Like a Pro. It is the 8th of July. Let's go look at the S&P 500 here. Let's go see how things played out today. Okay, so a couple of things, just recap a couple of things. Obviously, yesterday, remember we said 53.50 was the target up here. They got to 53 quarter, so one tick from there. And then we started to see things sell off pretty sharply overnight. And just, pretty amazing about prediction points is that you have these prediction points that these four prediction points that are right here. And if you notice, there's this one right here at 35 quarter, and then nothing until down here. That's like 37 points away. So nothing in here for 37 points, and the market just sort of melts down through all of this, finds a little bit of support, bounces, and then if you look here again, there's nothing below this 79 3/4. There's nothing for quite a ways down there. And so the market just finds this support right here off of this 79 3/4. I think it probed it by 2 ticks. And then breaking this, why am I pointing that out? Because in these gaps, it's likely it's going to trade into that gap and fill the gap. So breaking this goes, all the way down to here, and it only probed it by 2 ticks. And then when we came in this morning, we said that it was likely that as long as there was no breakdown, and there wasn't, that as long as there was no breakdown here, that it was likely we would see at least '05 at a minimum, and even this '09 3/4, and even more possible, but we would need to, once we broke above here, we would need to remeasure and see what the targets were up there. But I also had this drawn in up here, this area, just a little bit of an area of supply, 22 to 24 half, and it did. There was just, one thing that I would show you here, just looking right here, that would give you, oh, sorry, let me see where I'm actually drawing here. So if we draw this off of here, where we broke and then we came back down to here, or you might even come back and bring it down to here because this technically broke right here, and then so if we bring it back down to here, that would align with this target right there at 0475, aligns with that, and then gives us a second target up here at 21 quarter, and or 21 half, and we broke that by a point and a quarter. Okay, so 5 ticks. Anyway, so then they kind of ran into this a little bit of supply up here, and then things kind of pulled back down here to the KP, and then a pretty nice bounce off of there, about 20 points from here. And then this brings us into where we are currently right here. So the big thing I want to point out is that when the market was trading over here, we said as long as it didn't break the Globex low, and we said maybe giving it to 76 just to make sure, but it never even broke Globex low, we said very likely we'd come back up to '05. So from 80 to here, that's 25 points. So if that's all you did was, I mean, if you've been watching these pre-market and post-market videos, you should have a pretty high level of confidence. If I say something like pretty likely that we're coming up to here, and especially if we never break here, we're coming up to here. Now, this isn't some kind of a number that I'm making up or something. This is what the market gave us. And you can see they did come right up to here. It paused here for a minute and then just right back up here. And the important thing about targets is it's not like we're trying to short it here or play a reversal here. That wasn't the point. Is we want to be long from here and take our profit up here. That's a 25-point trade. So that's the point of that. It's not that we want to be playing a reversal here, although there are times for that. But today was probably, not really the time for that. And even if you did get short here, there was a little bit of a reaction, about 5 points, and then it came right back up. So you wouldn't turn that into a loser. Anyway, this was the important thing that I wanted to point out of that, everyone came in and was likely, by the way, do you notice how once the market traded in here, there's this area where these 4 prediction points are telling us the market's likely to be choppy. And we talked about that in MAP this morning. And we just said, just sort of a warning that it could be choppy in here. And I just want to point out a couple of things. So we talked about this in MAP right here. Yeah, right here. So chop in this area, very possible. That was at 626. And then I had caps on from earlier, but I wasn't yelling here. But that was at 640. And so if you look here, I mean, we told you before the market opened back over here that it could be choppy in here, and look how choppy it was. So that isn't from me having some kind of a crystal ball. That's just prediction points doing what they do and telling us what's gonna happen in there. So it was choppy. It was choppy until it finally broke, and really here was when it broke and ran out of here. So it was really choppy for the first about 2 hours of the market, just kind of choppy in here. And for me, I just traded this I just bought the pullback and kept, bought, it would bounce, buy it, bounce, buy it, bounce, and I was doing the same thing on the S&P and on the Nasdaq, looking for this move up into here. And so while this is a 25-point target, there was probably like 50 points in here. Just, buy it down here, take profit up here, buy it down here, take your profit up here, buy it here. I finally ended up getting it somewhere like when it came down here, that was kind of for me where I really wanted to try and hold for this bigger move. Given that it came all the way down past this low and the Nasdaq hadn't done that, so there were a lot of good things going on. So okay, so then I'm going to be teaching how to do all of that. How do you forecast all of this? How do you come up with all these targets? There's some other things that I haven't shown you that would have given us a target right up here. So there's a number of different things you can be doing. Let's look real quick at tomorrow and we'll go from there. I haven't seen this yet, so we're going to find out what it looks like together. All right, so came right back here to the CP at 94.25. Pretty nice reaction out of here. Let's see how things look in here. So again, big gap down below this 86 CP. There's no other prediction points down here until 30 something. So like 50 something points down there. And that, we'll take it one step at a time. A lot of room up here. This is 05 all the way back up to 42. So this is probably kind of played out right here. And so that would be the next area of supply. And there's a number of different things that we can do here. And I don't know how much we're going to really see right now, but 19.5. That's a bit aggressive, by the way. So probably better would be like that. So it's still extremely aggressive. 18.25, 31.5, 44.5. So we'll come back in the morning and we'll do some, we'll reassess things and see how things trade overnight. But very possible the overnight session's just kind of choppy in here, back and forth. And then if they can break up out of this area, there's a lot of room to run. And if they break down below here, there's a lot of room lower. So tomorrow should be a great day, and we'll just take it one step at a time as it comes. You can register for the course that starts next week using the link that's below the video. And we'll see you there, and I'll see you in the morning.